What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about 3 strength training exercises that you should add to your training program to get better. In this channel we speak about fitness, basketball, and overall gym content. So check out the other videos on my channel and like and subscribe. Okay, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Number 1, we got the almighty squat. Okay, the squat is notorious in building strength in the hips, glutes, hamstrings, quads, and your whole leg. Basically, it's the king. It crowns it all. Okay. Now there's many variations of the squat that you could do. We have the traditional barbell back squat. We have the barbell front squat. We have the safety bar squats. We have dumbbell squats, goblet squats, air squats, heel elevated squats. There's various different, there's so much. There's a huge broad spectrum of squats, okay? But basically to sum up, a squat should consist of hip hinging movement and knee hinging movement. But obviously the hip, you don't want it to hinge like that, and that turns into something like cardio or whatever. And most bodybuilding and strength training, most bodybuilders will, their squat technique will be ATG, ass to grass. This just means your butt goes all the way down on the bottom of the squat. But for athletes, you don't need to go all the way down. Most sports, you don't need to go all the way down, because when you think about it, when do you ever see yourself in a game with your bum straight to the ground like you do in a squat? Never. Okay, that's why you see most athletes, are trained to parallel or above parallel, because that's where we want to explode out the gates for jumping, sprinting, all of that. We don't want to go all the way down unless we're working on overall strength. Then we can. But for the most part, hitting parallel, that's fine. You just want to hit parallel. Okay. And also make sure to be bracing your core. I'll make a whole video on this as well. Make sure you're bracing your core while going through with your squats. You don't want to go down to the bottom, just collapse. Okay. Number 2, I'm gonna say trap bar deadlift. Okay. And mainly, it doesn't have to be a trap bar deadlift, as long as it's a hip dominant hinging movement and your legs are pretty stiff. What we want to do is we want to stretch the hamstrings in the back. That's what's gonna get you to get stronger, because when you're stretching your hamstrings in the back and then all of a sudden you pull it, you have to pull it to get it tight. That's gonna create it's gonna work on the fast twitch muscle fibers. If you're doing it quick, this is gonna get you to run faster, jump higher, all that good stuff that we want. Okay, this can only be done through hip dominant movements, including deadlifts, trap bar deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts, single-legged Romanian deadlifts. I think I covered it all. Those are mainly it. Stiff-legged deadlifts. Yeah, those are the exercises where you want hip hinging movements. Good mornings as well. It's a good one. You can even if you're gonna start off, you can even do these with dumbbells. Great. Okay, absolutely great. But this is mainly working on the hamstrings. There's other exercises where you can do like accessory exercises that will target the hamstrings for athleticism as well. Another good one, there's a bonus one, another good one is Nordics. Make sure you look into this. I'll probably make a whole video on this too. Nordics is a good one. Third, last but not least, will be the glute thrust, or the hip thrust for me. This, I did this a lot and this helped me first when I started doing these, obviously I couldn't load much weight onto it because my muscles weren't used to contracting and activating in these specific positions. But as I worked on it, I was able to overload this pretty heavy, and I'll show you some clips. But this, I'd say, was one of the major lifts that helped change my athleticism. It really built a strong low back, strong core, nice strong hip flexors, quads, hamstrings, glutes, everything. This is just beautiful for athletes. This is one of my go-tos. I have this in like every leg day I do. I always have hip thrusts in them. If your gym doesn't have a hip thrust machine and whatnot, you could obviously load them on with a bar and use a bench. You can also just use dumbbells if you're starting out. Alright. Guys, if you found this video informative, found some value out of it, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, comment down below. I'll see you in the next one. Appreciate you.